Hey, thanks for checking out this video on reverse publishing from WordPress to InDesign. I'm going to walk you through the steps of publishing an article on WordPress, exporting the articles to InDesign, and laying them out in the front page template. So what I've got in front of me is the Our Hometown blog. Now I actually have a conference coming up in Arkansas next week, and I thought it would be fun to use our reverse publishing tools to basically build a front page in InDesign for this mock newspaper, the Our Hometown News, and then print it off and use it as material to hand out at the conference. Okay, and the first step is going to be to go back into the dashboard and go to my articles area. And you can see the top 4 stories are the top 4 that are showing up right at the top of my site. Okay, so now I'm going to probably speed this part of the video up, but I'm going to create an article within the CMS right now. All right, nice. So I got my 5 stories. I think I'm ready to export these and get them into InDesign and see what I can do to lay out that home page. So let's go back into the dashboard. I think the easiest way to do this is to go to Articles, just check the boxes for the stories I want to export. Okay, so I've checked all my boxes. I'm going to say export to InDesign XML. So I've got my bulk export file that's just been downloaded. It's a zip file. I'm going to drag it to the desktop and then do an extraction. Okay, there's the files. Okay, so what I've got here is there's actually a couple other stories that got merged with that, but you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, the 4 top stories that I exported, and also this XML file. So if I just open up my InDesign template, I can say File, Import XML, grab that file. Okay, and now I've got everything right in my root folder here. Okay, so the layout is really easy at this point. Okay, at this point, I have gone through my first draft layout of the stories. I've already made some editorial decisions. Probably going to take this story off of the front page. It just doesn't fit with all that I want to get from these other three stories on the front page. And need to get some more content into this article. Going to tweak the layout here, but there's actually some issues I noticed with the articles themselves. I wanted to get some more information in several of them. So I'm going to stop the layout here. I'm just going to pause it. Then I'm going to go back to the website, make the changes there, and do a second export and just merge them. And you'll see how that can be done very easily. And it really helps because it allows you to just use the website as your centralized editing tool. You know, that's the place that you should always go to make changes. And then, that way you can, first of all, update the live story immediately, but then also just re-export the articles and merge them with what's already out there. So let's go through that. So now let's do that export again. So I just changed the one story for now. And that's useful because I can see the last export was at 7 o'clock. I've made changes since then. So I'm going to want to export just this one story. I could export all of them, but there's really no need. Okay, when we extract all from the zip file, we're going to have, again, just the XML. In this case, we're going to have just the image from the story that we exported this time, the interview story. Now watch this. I go into InDesign, say File, Import XML. I got to go to that new folder. Here we go. And I want to merge the content, which is actually the default setting, so that's nice. You can just hit OK, but if for some reason it's on append, make sure it's switched to merge. Okay, because now it's going to merge it with that first story, and boom! Oh man, look at that. It just filled it in. I've actually got too much in that story now, so I can cut that back. But that's the beauty right there. You can see it in action.